Andre, you've been involved with the Old Vine project for 3.5 years now. Tell me, what exactly is this project about?
Margi, the Old Vine project is about the conservation of our old vines, our viticultural heritage. It's also about our people and to develop a sustainable model, within our viticultural environment in the South African wine industry. The question about the standard that we set about 35 years and older is an interesting question. When Rosa Kruger started discovering vineyards and speaking to winemakers and viticulturists across the world, it became evident that vineyards become into balance within their 30s. It's very much like human beings. We only start, in theory, get direction in our 30s after our 20s at university. But essentially and theoretically and physiologically, the vine becomes into balance, and that's why we said 35 years. And talking to my counterparts across the world, everybody agrees 35, 40 years is the standard.
So this bottle of wine was planted in 1982. Explain to me what the seal, how it works, and how come this particular bottle gets that particular seal.
In terms of the Certified Heritage Vineyard Seal, gives the consumer the guarantee of traceability, integrity and quality. It's a first in the world. No other wine region in the world has got an old vine seal. And it brings a form of a gravitas to it. But through our research that's been done by UCT GSB, we've seen that the perception of the consumer is that having that seal pushes up the price bracket, and you actually generate more money for the wine, for the winemaker, the brand owner, and the grower. Rosa Kruger, as I said earlier, is the doyen in terms of viticulture and driving the Old Vine initiative. I've known her for many years while I was still with Wines of South Africa. We were talking about this Old Vine initiative when she was working at L'Omareux. Mr. Rupert spoke to her about this. He's also got a passion for it, and he gave the seed funding for the project. And between the two of them, they started looking for these old vines. About 3,500 hectares of vineyards in South Africa is at this point 35 years and older, and that's less than 4% or 3.5%.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very small percentage. So it's the first third of that hectarage is looked after. In other words, some of the brands you see here, we've got almost 80 brands that are members of Old Vine Project. They're looking after the vineyards, and it's looked after well, and we don't have to worry about that. The middle part is what I'm concerned about, and that's almost what Rico Basson from Vinpro always says to me. It's like saving the rhino.
Yeah.
Along the way, I'm losing vineyards. I can't get there soon enough to convince people to leave the vines in the ground, because the sustainability and the financial viability is dropping because the vines get older. We're standing in one of the oldest blocks in South Africa, the oldest Chenin Blanc block, Mevrou Kirsten, that Ibn Sadi vinifies, and she's helped Eben to actually revive this vineyard, and that's a very important part of the project, is the viticultural aspect and revitalizing old vines that's been neglected and forgotten.
I think it's time for us to have some wine, don't you? To Old Vines.
And how long term enough?
Absolutely.